guys, today I'm going to show you how I made my Joker wig. This is not like a usual wig where I just style the hair, I'm also going to show you how I create a receding hairline. First, I take a thick bald cap and cut it open in the back so I can stretch it. Then I pin it over the forehead area of the foam wig head. I cut off the excess bald cap. I did this for my dad's Joker wig when I was a kid, so I tried it again for myself over a decade later and it still seems to work. It's useful for not only receding hairlines, but I think could also be good for shaved sections. Then I take this cheap curly wig from Amazon and cut out two U shapes in the front of the hairline to make it look receded. Then I place the cut wig over the bald cap. I use hot glue to hold the wig in place. I leave some space, like an inch or two, around the edges of the wig unglued so I can sew them down. When the wig is glued on, I take a needle and thread and hand sew the wig to the bald cap. This helps keep the wig extra secured to the bald cap. Also, like I said before, this works best with a thick bald cap so it doesn't rip easily. Since the Joker doesn't have super full head of hair, I'm going to show you how I thin out the wig. I just go into hidden random sections of the wig and remove small chunks of the hair at the base of the wig. I neatly save all the hair that I cut off to use later. I do this throughout the wig wherever the hair seems too full. I also take my scissors and cut upwards, starting at the ends to thin it out more at the bottom and create layers. Now I'm going to blend the wig with the bald cap to create a more natural looking hairline. I apply a thick line of craft glue around the edge of the wig and spread it with a brush. I think you could also use liquid latex for this or other types of glue. Since wig caps can be made with different materials, I would test the glue before committing to it to make sure it holds the hair on pretty well. Then I take the extra hair I cut off earlier, cut a blunt edge on the ends, and press it to the glue and blend it in with a paintbrush. I continue doing this repeatedly along the entire hairline to blend it in. It's a sticky, hairy, messy process, but so worth it. Then I use a blow dryer to help dry the glue faster. When the glue is dry, I take some green craft paint and color the hair. I lightly brush on the green paint. Then I work it into the hair with a soft bristle comb. I make sure to thoroughly comb it through the hair so it doesn't dry chunky. The hair will also dry a bit stiffer since the paint is coating the hair, not absorbed into it. So make sure you brush it into the style you want before it dries. The wig I got already had brown roots, but if you get a blonde one, you can just create darker roots yourself with some brown paint. I am going to darken the roots around the hairline though to blend it in better. I just do this with some brown craft paint. Then I take white craft paint and paint the bald cap. This worked fine, but since the bald cap can stretch, the paint might chip off after a while if applied too thick. So I would recommend just using your white face paint for this part after you put your wig on. After the paint is dry, I want the hair to hold its shape and give it a stringy, wet look. For this, I used Got To Be styling glue, and I put some on my fingers, then I work it into the hair while brushing it down with my fingers. I also use a hard, wide-tooth comb sometimes to work in the gel. Once I'm happy with the styling, that's pretty much it for the wig. Here you can see it all finished. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and maybe learned some techniques that you can apply towards your next project. I feel like this could be useful for so many other characters such as Beetlejuice too. What characters do you think a method like this could be used for? I know my techniques are not the prettiest or most professional, but they do the job just fine, and I think they are simple enough for anyone to try and attempt. Part of the fun of cosplay for me isn't just about dressing up, but also how creative I get to be while trying to figure out how to do something, so this was really fun. I have lots of other cosplay makeup and costume tutorials on my channel, so feel free to check those out. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye!